It up. Yeah. Did you go potty? You get your potties done? You a good boy. You a good boy. Where is he? Where is he? Show us your mushroom. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Dude. I spent all fucking day yesterday in bed. This 5G shot is no fucking joke. The second one is no fucking joke, dude. All day yesterday in bed. I slept all fucking day. Like, I got up to pee. I got up to, like, try and get up a couple of times. Like, all right, I've been in bed all fucking day. Let's try and get up. And I would immediately be like, nope. Going back to bed. This morning I feel slightly better. But I also felt better yesterday morning, too. And then it got worse throughout the day. Chills, yeah. Just full blown, like, laying in bed, just like fucking shaking. Like fucking chills. Can you imagine, dude? Can you imagine what getting COVID is like? Like, if this is the fucking vaccine for it, imagine what actually catching this fucking shit is like. No, thank you. I'll take my 3 days worth of fucking shivers and shit. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that shit was no joke yesterday. And today I don't feel much better. I haven't eaten. I didn't eat all day yesterday. I didn't have a fucking bite to eat all day. Like, the thought of eating made me fucking nauseous. Like, right now, the thought of eating anything makes me nauseous. So I haven't eaten anything since the day I got my shot. And then I ate breakfast. So I got my shot 2 days ago in the morning. Came, worked all day, didn't eat, or ate something for breakfast, worked all day, fucking passed out, woke up the next day, slept all day. So I haven't eaten fucking like probably like 35 hours or some shit. And yeah, it just doesn't feel like I want to eat now either. So fuck it. Yeah, dude. Like, Amelia and I got our shots at literally the same day, right? We got our first shot the same day, got our second shot the same day. And the first shot was fine. Like, I remember feeling like a little lightheaded and shit that day, a little bit queasy that day, but after that it was fine. And this shot, she didn't hardly get anything from the first shot. And then this shot, we both got the fucking second shot. It has me fucking laying in bed like for a whole fucking day, and she's fine. Like, her arm is sore, you know what I mean? And that's it. So it's just like, it just goes to show you, like, the fucking shit affects different people differently. You got a big Mexican burrito for me to eat with some man sour cream? Dude, come on, bro. What is this, grade school? What are we doing, man? Are we on the playground? I have a cup of coffee yet? No, I got the coffee going. It's brewing. It's probably done now. I can probably go grab it here in a minute. I gotta get all the crusties out of my eyes because I have to wait for that. Now I want a burrito. Not the kind of burrito that guy was offering. He was offering you the big stinky Mexican burrito. The immunity from getting COVID wears off quicker than vaccine immunity, yes. That's what I understand. Today I have a hardcore cover of the theme to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids for work. Man, you got kind of a cool job. Holy shit, bro. All right, I'm gonna go get my coffee, and then I'll come back. I'll be right back. Come on, B. You and me. I'll go back inside. Oh, gross. All right. You guys are gonna have to watch me eat my little biscotti cookie here. I took my meds, and I don't want to get my stomach more upset, so I'm gonna try and eat this cookie. Tastes pretty good. I watched the original Sweeney with Angela Lansbury. It was a masterpiece compared to the Tim Burton version, which is okay, but leaves a lot to be desired. That's what I've been trying to tell people, huh? Like, it's not a... The Tim Burton version is not a good fucking representation of what that show's supposed to be. I've seen Sweeney 3 times live, and every time I've seen it live has blown doors on the fucking Tim Burton version. What meds am I on right now? I don't talk about that. I don't talk about my meds. I don't like getting internet doctor advice and or having people assume things about me because of what medication I'm on. None of your business. It's not necessarily a weird thing to ask me. Like, I'm pretty open with you guys, but there are certain things that are none of your business. That's one of them. You know, I'm a pretty open book when it comes to asking me this, that, or the other thing. There are certain things that I keep to myself. Even being on meds makes people disregard you, right? But as it stands right now, they don't know what kind of meds I'm on. So if they want to disregard me for being on meds, like, they're going to have to make up in their mind what meds I'm on. Money! Thank you. Nicotine, Valium, Vicodin, marijuana, ecstasy, and alcohol. You ever watch Little House? Little House on the Prairie? Yeah, it used to come on like after cartoons and stuff on Saturdays. Like Saturday mornings used to be like from 7 in the morning till about 11 in the morning, kids shows, right? So you're Ninja Turtles and you're this and you're that and you're this, right? And then after about 11 o'clock, they would start playing on Saturdays like reruns of family friendly kind of stuff. And Little House was one of those. So yeah, I've watched Little House on the Prairie a little bit. Cool beans. Hold on one second. I gotta respond to Pimp Monk real quick. Cocaine. DFF is a very well-oiled machine with the content you guys push out. Any tips on consistency and staying fresh? Thanks always, my man. I'll wait for a second to answer that, just in case you got like cut off when I don't want you to not hear my answer to your question. So Kyle, just give me like a thumbs up in the chat or something when you're back, when you can see me. So I know that I had to just check something. So I want to make sure you're not staring at a screen like this. Oh. All right, cool. Yeah, so that's what we've spent the last year doing. So the first year and a half, maybe even 2 years of this show, we kind of flew by the seat of our pants. Shooting it like it was a live show, oftentimes shooting a show that was to be released that day, earlier that day, which gives us, no time to fucking edit, no time to clean it up, no time for anything. It's like we get it done, start uploading it, and hope it gets out on time. That was about like the first fucking year of the show. And this last year and about 3 months, we have dedicated ourselves 100% to creating a shooting schedule, like an actual fucking shooting schedule, which sounds like simple, but it really isn't. We've had to figure out exactly how many shows we've got to get done in this block and this block and this block in order to take a little block of time off or have time to work on other projects. And we have dedicated the last year and a quarter of our lives to finessing that, possibly. I know what kind of meds Paul is on. He's on pot and cigs. Y'all need to stop asking stupid questions. Yeah, exactly. Pot and cigs. Come on. But anyway, yeah, that's so tips on how to do that. I mean, just do it. Like, you have to start thinking early on how, like, what do you have to get done every fucking week? What do you have to get done every month? Black. Hey, baby girl. How are you? Doing okay. Trying to get myself like in talking mode or whatever the fuck, because I gotta go Pimp Monk this morning.
You were sick.
Huh?
No, you're sick.
I'm feeling a little better this morning, but I also felt a little better yesterday morning before it went. So we'll see what happens. What kind of coffee do you buy? Just whatever cheap shit. I think right now we've got Folgers. I'm no, coffee snob or whatever. We get Folgers. We get this Cafe Bustelo stuff every once in a while, like espresso style coffee. Thank you, Hilly. Same. I know you were into Deftones. Were you into Slipknot or any other new metal bands? Yeah, I love Slipknot. Like, absolutely was fucking all up in Slipknot's ass. I loved it. Loved the theatricality of it and shit. So, yeah, I was a fan of some new metal, but, like, new metal started to really go for me. Like, I'm trying to remember what, I guess it is new metal. The band that I roadied for was a new metal band called Spread Needle. And one of the things that I learned roadieing with that band is that new metal songs often, not always, but often just sounds like the same fucking song. It's like melodic singing and then like, and then it's like, all right. You guys hold on one sec. All right, I'll call her again. My area manager, top boss, wore a Slipknot shirt to work a few weeks ago. Kind of restored my faith in humanity a little. Oh. Metallica tried desperately to stay relevant in that time with Saint Anger, yeah. I went and saw that fucking show during the ascendancy of new metal. Went and saw, a Metallica headlined summer sanitarium metal, whatever you call it. What do you call those? Like a festival or like a big concert with a bunch of bands? Festival, I guess. It was like all the new metal royalty, and then headlining was Metallica. It was like, okay. Yeah, I never got to see Slipknot. Wish I could have gotten to see Slipknot. Slipknot probably would have blown that fucking Candlestick Park up. That crowd was rowdy as fuck. Saw that tour in Toronto, oddly enough. Linkin Park put on the best show, and I hated them at the time. Dude, I'm telling you, we did, was fucking Linkin Park, Deftones. Oh my god. Who's that band? They're fucking big. Their first album was called LD50. Lethal Dose. God damn it, what are their names? Mudvayne. So it was Linkin Park, Deftones, Mudvayne, Limp Bizkit, and fucking Metallica. Yeah. And I don't know that I think that Linkin Park put on the best show that day, but they fucking, like, I thought for sure, because they were like third up, I think. First up was Mudvayne, and they started off, they ripped shit up. Got everybody all fucking like, what? Then the Deftones came out, kept everybody going, and then I really thought, like, Linkin Park? I don't know if Linkin Park's gonna be able to get this crowd going, and they fucking kept it going. Crazy. They just slipped right in there, fucking nasty mosh pits. Nasty mosh pits. Oh, so yeah, I'm going on Pimp Monk today. for those of you that are interested. I think it starts in about an hour, give or take. So you guys can come watch me on the morning wood if you want.
Yeah, about an hour.
Give or take. I'll probably leave here in about half an hour, 45 minutes, so I can go start getting ready. Corn. Yeah, I never got to see Corn. That was Mastodon with Scotty. Mastodon was dope, dude. Went and saw Mastodon at I'm trying to remember the pretty famous venue in Seattle that fucking Nirvana played their first big show at. I'm trying to remember the name of it. But we saw Mastodon there, and it was fucking insane. What does your pre-show process look like? Like getting ready to do a show. Oftentimes I'll do one of these, and that's just to like warm my mind and voice up. So I'll get my voice kind of awake so I'm not, tired or walking in there low energy or whatever. And then pretty much all I have to do is turn my lights on, make sure my desk doesn't have like a plate on it or something from last night's dinner or whatever the fuck, and get everything ready to go, open OBS, open my camera software, make sure that's good. If I'm calling into a show like I am today, just sit around and wait for the call, make sure that everything's good. If we're filming a show that day, just that minus that. What do you think of bands like Amon Amarth or folk metal in general? I'm not really a big fan. Never seen Manson, no. Yes, I watched Mortal Kombat. Dream concert lineup. I don't even know these days. Like, these days, I think I'd like to see, like, some hip-hop artists, to be honest with you. So, like, I don't know, to be honest with you. Like, I'd love to just see a festival like Summer Sanitarium, but with 5 or 6 really fucking dope hip-hop artists. Like, have Ye headline or some shit. See, I don't know why they don't do that shit, or do they? Do they still do, like, festival type things where like 5 or 6 rappers will get together and just play like a big fucking show? Or is it usually just like rapper and an opening act? No. Like, I haven't seen any fucking big old rap festivals, and I don't know why, dude. I'd totally go to a big open air fucking hip hop festival. Have Ye headline, fucking get some of the Lils, get a Little Skies on there. I'd watch Little Skies. Post and Travis Barker during Nirvana Live. That would be fucking so dope, dude. Think about it. Kendrick, Nas X, Mario Judah, Post Malone. Dude, the lineup, though. Are there still rap groups? Not really. There used to be. There used to be like these dudes that were like together, they were like a rap crew and they would be all over each other's songs. And I really don't feel like that happens much anymore. South by Southwest and Rolling Loud, yeah. I'm talking about like these traveling fucking shows though, not these one-off like fucking festivals. It's different. Like Summer Sanitarium was all over the world. The dude saw the same show I saw in Toronto. You know what I mean? So this is like, that's what I'm talking about. Like a traveling fucking thing where you could go get it. You could go to it for a day, There's still collectives, Goth Boy Clique, members only. Yeah. They're collectives and shit. They're just not as strong as like they used to be. Like, I'm trying to think, what was Master P's thing? No Limit. Like, Master P used to have this whole fucking crew of rappers that all rapped under the banner of No Limit. They were No Limit soldiers, So they had fucking C Murder and all these dudes, right? That's pretty much not that way anymore, I feel like. There are dudes that like support each other, kind of come through with the same type of song and shit. Maybe mention their shit every once in a while, but this idea that like they're all part of one big ass crew or whatever is kind of disappeared over the years. Yeah, Wu-Tang. Fucking back in the day, it was Death Row. That was fucking what's his, Dre and Snoop and all those dudes. D12, yeah. The Dirty Dozen themselves. D12 and the Dirty Dozen. Going to a festival this year to see Posty and Trippie Redd. Cool. I'm not a huge fan of Trippie Redd, but I'd love to see Post. I'd be all down to see Posty, for sure. It's like, there used to be these like combos too, where it's like your DJ was part of your shit. They used to shout out their DJ. Like fucking Shock G, who just passed away. My sound's laid down by the underground. They always like shout out their DJs and their groups that were behind the music. You know, Digital Underground, D-Shay, the DJ for fucking Vanilla Ice.
I mean, when Gamer does that shit.
Yo, DJ all day. Give us some of that Zeph shit. Oh, you mean like this? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, Salt and Pepper had Spinderella. Yeah. After Wu-Tang dropped their first album, they started signing individual deals. They made sure to all go to different labels so they could expand and still have far-reaching influence as a group. Smart shit, right? DJ Artec.
I mean, he's older than you, so it kind of makes more sense why he's doing like the older traditional stuff of calling out DJs and shit.
Yeah, that's true. Now we've moved less to a like, what this is indicative of is like rap stars used to work with a team, right? They used to have like DJ Hot Tech and a couple of producers that they worked with, and that was it. That was their team, right? Now we've moved to like a producer-based thing where like a rapper will hook up with a producer based on a beat. So they'll hear a beat that they really like, and they'll be like, "Fuck that, yeah, I want to." Write something on this, and then they work with that person, and they work with this person, and they work with a number of other producers. That's kind of cool, that we're spreading the love a little bit, but it's a very different paradigm than it used to be. You know what I mean? Rappers back in the day used to work with their group. They used to work with their fucking DJ. Their DJ was their producer. He was the one that came up with so like Mikey Clark, which is the longtime producer and beat maker for fucking ICP. Nowadays, a lot of rappers are self-produced. So a lot of rappers, if they wanted to shout out their DJ, they'd be shouting out themselves, which is really cool. You got rappers that are involved in the production game. But I mean, a lot of these bigger rappers, you'll hear their song start, right? The first few notes, and then right before the fucking hook kicks in, you'll hear "We Got London on the track" or something like that, and that's just, you know what I mean? The producer shouting themselves out on the beat.
Yeah, Lil Two Hood. That's who I was thinking of for their current DJ.
Who?
Lil Two Hood.
Oh yeah. How do you feel about the Beastie Boys? Love them. How do you not like the Beasties? It's made producers somewhat expendable. You'd be surprised how many producers get stifled for payments by big name rappers, and how many beats are produced by ghost producers. Yeah, it's strange, man. See, my thought process behind like doing any kind of music is to find like a crew of people to work with. Like even like on this little side project of Beauregard or whatever the fuck, right? Like that wouldn't have started had I not found Marshall, who was interested in doing it with me, because the collaboration part of it is what really draws me. You know, this idea of being self-produced or hopping around to different producers all the fucking time, like that doesn't really appeal to me. I like working with somebody whose sensibilities that I know and who knows my sensibilities. Had to be a Lil rapper. Would you go by Lil Salt or Lil Trumpet? I would never Lil. I would never Lil. I do not fucking revere Lil Wayne like most of the rap world does. I like Lil Wayne, but I would not go so far as to shout him out in my rap name, you know? And that's pretty much what all the Lils are. What about a young? I'm not really all that young, though. So I can't be like young Salt. Because I'm old. You know what I mean? So I think I'm just going to go with a name. I think I'll just stick with a name. How's that? If you were a rapper, you'd go by Sputnik. All right, well, you go right ahead, buddy. You go right ahead, buddy. Old dirty Polster. When it comes to bad bitches, I'm fucking them. Please, no fat bitches, I'm fucking slim. Unless it's one of those nights I'm smoking my shit, and I don't care about how I'm fucking it. Top of the morning to you. Yeah. Yeah. Huh? I had a cookie with my coffee. Just put something on my stomach for the eggs and stuff. I'm still not hungry.
Do you feel like super extra congested this morning too?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
It's probably fucking shot plus fucking allergens. But yeah, I'm a little extra congested. I was yesterday too. Fucking wonderful. Love it.
Those spikes be docking.
What happened?
Those spikes be docking. Remember I explained to you like the docking metaphor for the little things?
Yeah. True. Where can we watch the show you're about to go on? Search for Pimp Monk X on YouTube. That's his channel. You'll see the show waiting to go live. So Pimp Monk, like Chipmunk, but instead of Chip, you have Pimp Monk, and then an X.
You don't have to do the X to find it.
That's true. You can just search for Pimp Monk, but that's his channel is Pimp Monk X. You'll see the shit. I'll be on there in about half an hour or so, give or take. Don't talk about bitches, I'm fucking them. Please, no fat bitches, I'm fucking slim. Less it's one of those nights of smoking my shit, and I don't care about how I'm fucking it. How much it cost, big fat crackhead? I ain't trying to hear all them words you said. 5 minutes, bitch. And I came. Fuck your name and from where you came. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I will kill you. You, Tanisha. You too, Passion. You too, Jennifer, bitch. Good old ODB.
Where's your ball, big boy? Where's your ball go?
Where's your bow? Where's your bow, bow, bow? Bow, 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 bow. Where's your bow? You don't want your bow, huh? Bleh. Hello, T. Hello, my little mop friend. Starting to get a little bit shaggy again, huh? Starting to get a little bit shaggy, but you're so soft. He's so soft, so pretty. So soft and so pretty. Ever get a chance to listen to that Cage song I DM'd you? I don't think so, no, sorry. How big is Pimp Monk's wood? I don't know, you have to ask him. Speaking of going on other shows, I'd love to see Paul on Crystal, Kyle, and Friends talk about No Confidence. Yeah, I don't think I'm taken seriously enough to go on like actual big political shows and shit. And there's really not a lot I can do about that. I don't present as a serious political commentator. And as such, I don't think that I get, invites to stuff like that all that often. Paul, you actually got bars. What mic do you record into? Do you run any EQ compressors, etc. on it before you send? Marshall handles pretty much all the EQ and shit. It's got, I've got a Rodecaster Pro mic, or yeah, I think that's what it's called, a Rodecaster Pro mic, and then a Rodecaster Pro audio interface that handles EQ and compression like a little bit. But I send the raw to Marshall, and then he EQs and compresses as it stands right now. But yeah, I record on a Rodecaster Pro C930, I think. I might be wrong about that. And then a Rodecaster Pro audio interface. The Peasant Chef indie is the way to go. Okay. Indie is the way to go. Can I be your new Mr. Naughty Priest? Sure. I mean, you know what comes with that, right? You know what you gotta do to be that, right? You gotta drop change on me, baby.
50s.
50s or more. Ching, 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 ching. Do I play pool? Yeah. I'm like, I would say like I'm half decent at pool. I'm not great, but I don't suck at it either. So I'm somewhere in the middle. No pool shark, but I'm no pushover either. I can hold my own. Do you swim pool when there's a pool around? I'll swim in it. I don't have a pool right now, but if I had one, I'd swim in it.
A fucking chlorine shortage right now.
Yep, there's
a fucking chlorine plant blew up in Louisiana.
Yep. So now there's like a national pool chlorine shortage right at the top of summer when everybody needs to fucking shock their pools.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. The world is unraveling. If you want to feel better, you convince me to vote and to not vote for Biden. Well, cool. I mean, that doesn't necessarily make me feel better, but I think that's a smart idea. Cue the blue Danube and Paul doing a backstroke. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I do. I swim like a fish. I'm like a water person. Like, I'm a big fat guy. I'm not very like spry on my feet, but I'm like a dolphin underwater. I can swim all underwater. I'm a good swimmer.
You're gonna have to save my ass from drowning then.
Yep. No, dude, I'm a full-blown good swimmer, man. I can go all the way and like sit on the bottom of the pool and meditate for like, 30 seconds. Do all my shit underwater, like swim from one end of the pool underwater and then never come up for a breath and kick off the other side and swim back before I breathe. I can do the tricks, dude. I'm a good swimmer. Can Amelia not swim?
I can swim. It's just I'm not good at it.
She's
so
just
like if I went out to where I couldn't touch the bottom for a long time, I'd probably freak out.
Yeah. So you're basically a penguin, yeah. Pretty fat and like ungainly on land, but you put me in the water, I'm like, phew. My mom's the same way. I've taught my mom to swim at least 5 times. My mom is deathly afraid of water. She went to a psychic one time, and the psychic told her that in a previous life she was a little girl who drowned, because the psychic picked up on my mom's fear of water by asking her questions. And now my mom believes wholeheartedly that she was a little girl in a previous life that drowned, and that's why she's so afraid of water. And she used to have a pool, and I would teach her every fucking year. I would take her out there. I'd go, all right, Mom, hold on to my neck. I'm going to swim from one side of the pool to the other. And you just hold on to me, and you see that how we can just glide. So she'd grab around my neck, and I would, doggy paddle from one part of the pool to the next. And then I'd be like, all right, Mom, let go of me and just hold on to the side. We're in the deep end. She'd hold on to the side for a little bit. And then when she said, okay, PJ, I want to go somewhere else, I'd, all right, grab around my neck, and I'd swim her somewhere else. Pretty soon, she got to the point where she could, like, kick off and get to the side herself, kick off and get to the other side herself, and she was swimming, like, not, like, all under the water and shit, but she was actually, like, able to get around the pool. The next fucking summer would come around, she's like, oh, God, I can't do it. Help, PJ, help. I remember one time my friend Waylon shoved my mom in the pool, like, as a joke, because she used to do that shit to us. She was standing by the pool, and he snuck up behind her and was like, shoom, and she went in the pool. I swear to God, she sunk like if you'd thrown a concrete cinder block in the pool. She went, boom, straight to the bottom. And I was like, fuck. Jumped in, grabbed her. She came up, spit in water. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, all right.
Was he like falling over himself, apologizing after that?
Yeah, he felt horrible. He was just joking. Like, nobody was mad at him because it was just, that's what you do around the pool. You fucking joke around and shove somebody in. Summertime or whatever. She went like, boom. I was like, oh, fuck. Went down, grabbed her. I remember seeing her. She was down on the bottom of the pool with her eyes wide open, like, and I was like, I just grabbed her, like, pulled her up. She doesn't understand, like, a lot of people that can't swim, the fundamental misunderstanding that they have is buoyancy. They don't understand that the human body, especially the human body that's constantly breathing oxygen, is buoyant, right? So anybody in the world can lay on the top of a pool. I do it all the time. I fucking chill out, get myself fucking kicked back like this, and I lay right there on the fucking surface of the pool. That shows you how buoyant you are in a pool. You don't sink unless you let all the air out of your lungs and allow yourself to sink.
Or like if you're panicking or
Right.
whatever.
My mom screamed as she got pushed into the pool, pushed all the air out of her lungs, and went "Blurp," straight to the bottom. So your buoyancy is the reason why you shouldn't be afraid of water. You're extra buoyant in the water, and even more so in salt water. Salt water is even harder to sink in. Like if you're in the ocean or like somebody rich and has a saltwater pool or some shit, you can literally just lay on the surface of that.
But, I mean, at the same time, if you really don't know how to swim, you probably shouldn't go too far where you can't touch the bottom.
No, I'm not saying like everybody go do this. I'm just saying like anybody that's like feels out of, because like I've talked to people who can't swim before or have a hard time with it, and it's like they feel out of control in the water. They feel like they could sink at any moment. They feel like they're not in the right place, but it's just like you have to fucking learn that human beings are meant to swim. You know what I mean? Not necessarily like swim all the time, but we're a creature that has evolved to be able to hold our breath and swim and exist in the water. And so
I think it used to be pretty common to like put like little babies in the water so they can hold their breath.
my mom has pictures of me before I was 1 year old.
Yeah.
She because of the way she is with water, she wanted to make sure that me and then later 2 years later my sister both knew how to swim. So there are pictures of my mom took me as an infant, like literally not even a year old, to swimming classes where they would hold you in the water, let you float around a little bit, and then eventually they'd just let you go. And somebody would be in front of you.
Yeah.
And like babies have they have an instinct to kick and like survive in the water. And so they would let me do that. And then I would go and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. My mom's got pictures of me underwater, like the little,
like the Nirvana.
yeah, like the Nirvana color. Yeah, seriously. Except I was in a little bathing suit, but she's got pictures of me underwater as a little baby.
Dude, that makes me think of how many times they were trying to get that shot for the album cover and that baby just pooped in the water or something.
Probably did, yeah. Who knows? But yeah, I had swimming lessons all the way up throughout when I was like 2. And then right before my parents got divorced and bankrupt and all that, we had like what's called a doughboy pool, which is that above ground kind of pool. So we had an above ground pool that I used to swim in. Dinor, don't do it. And then, that all that shit happened and the pool went. Psh. Ever seen poop in a pool? No. Never seen a turd in a pool. Yeah, babies instinctively hold their breath underwater and instinctively do body motions in order to get themselves to a person who can save them. And it doesn't scare them or hurt them either. Like, that's the thing, is like my mom said she felt bad taking me there because she was afraid that I was going to be afraid that I was drowning, but I wasn't. It didn't bother me as a little kid.
Well, babies are basically in fluid for 9 months. So
right.
I ain't scared of fucking being submerged.
And as a result of that, I'm not scared of water at all. I can get in any pool, swim right down to the bottom of the deep end, swim underwater, dive in, do backflips into the pool, whatever the fuck I want to do. Jump off the high dive and all that shit. I'm not afraid of water at all. Go swim out in the ocean. I don't give a fuck. I should be afraid of that, but I'm not. You can get riptided in the ocean, but I do it anyway. How much piss do you think is in the average health club pool, or do you think that's overblown? There's probably quite a bit of piss in public pools.
This episode on Patreon.
Yeah.
TJ goes into the deets.
Yep. You can do a backflip. If I have a diving board, yeah, I can do a backflip. Backflipping doesn't require like a whole lot of physical like shit. It just requires a knowledge of what your body does in the air. So in order to do a backflip on a diving board, you stand there, you bounce a couple of times, get a couple of fucking doings, and then you launch yourself backwards and immediately grab your knees. And you will... I can do front flips, I can do back flips, depending on the diving board. If it's a tiny little diving board with not much clearance, it can be a little harder for me. But if I've got a diving board that's 3-4 feet off the surface of the pool, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, back flips all day.
That's what made me quit fucking gymnastics, is when we had to start like
Flipping.
I
don't mind flipping. I like flipping. Like, I learned how to do the backflips by doing back dives. Like, you teach yourself, because it's not like human, like, you don't want to do that as a human. As a human, it's like against your nature to fly through the air backflipping. So what I started doing is standing on the very edge of the diving board, because front diving is something that I learned how to do a long time ago, like making sure that you go in, like a dive instead of just belly flopping. Then I started doing this thing where I would stand backwards on the pool and allow myself to fall back, and then once I was in the fall, arch my back so that I went into the pool backwards as a dive. And once you've gotten yourself used to that, it's just another jump and a little bit different to get over one time before you go in.
I mean, obviously, sub-Hunter, you don't want to, like, just throw toddlers in without watching them.
No, that's not what my mom did. My mom took me to a swimming class for babies, where there was clearly a teacher there. My mom was in the water with me, you know what I mean? That whole nine. They took me in a shallow part of the pool. My mom was standing there. Teacher was standing there, had me swim back and forth. You don't just like toss a toddler in the pool and go get a mimosa. Come, we'll check on him in a minute.
Yeah, I can't imagine being a lifeguard sub-Hunter. That's probably stressful as fuck.
I think it'd be a fucking, like, I used to, when I was a kid, I used to think about being a beach lifeguard. I think it'd be chill. I'm a good swimmer and shit. Most of the time, people don't get in trouble and shit, so it's your job to sit and watch your area of the beach and make sure that nobody's in distress. And if somebody is, you run down there and fucking jump in and get them.
Fucking Biden lifeguard, dude.
Yeah, Biden was a lifeguard. I got hairy legs. But I know how to do all the different swimming types too. I don't know what they're called, but like the front stroke, the back stroke, the side stroke, where you kind of do that. The butterfly, where you... Oh, yeah, dude. You have a lot of responsibility as a lifeguard, but I bet 99.9% of a lifeguard's life is chill. You just sit there and fucking drink water and listen to the ocean and keep your eyes peeled on people and just kind of fucking watch. You know what I mean? And then every once in a blue moon, somebody gets in trouble and you hear, help, help, and you fucking run. Get tanned, yeah. I've never scuba'd. I really want to, but I've never done a scuba. What I really want to do is snuba, to be honest with you. Scuba is when you have all of the shit on you. Snuba is when they put a mask on you that has a hose that goes to the boat that supplies you with oxygen and you can free swim. So I would like to do snuba, to be honest with you. Scuba sounds like, maybe do snuba first and then do scuba.
Like, snuba's like kind of like reverse fucking space travel.
Basically, yeah. People want to fuck the lifeguard too, yeah. Yeah. You've snuba'd, it's really fun. You can go pretty deep, yeah. I would love to do like a snuba thing in an area that's got like, like a shallow reef or something. Because, being able to just like free swim without compensating for the extra weight and the fins and all of that shit seems really good to me. But yeah, I've never gotten the opportunity to do either. It also depends on what kind of person you are. If you're anxious or worrisome, then lifeguarding probably isn't a good idea. I'm an anxious and worrisome person, but I think I'd make a really good lifeguard. I'm not anxious and worrisome in the way that you think. Like, just because I'm anxious about other things doesn't mean that I can't sit and do something that's important. You know what I mean? I'm a naturally anxious person, but I wouldn't be like sitting out there on the, the lifeguard post, like, I would know how to fucking just like chill over there and keep my eye on people and watch the people that are swimming out there, have a little fucking music going maybe, you know what I mean? I could do it. Be a pretty chill fucking job. I think.
So yeah, I mean, like, my perception of it would be the opposite. It'd be like looking for people about ready to drown.
Right. I mean, yeah, that's what you're technically doing. I'd be scanning the people that are swimming, but I wouldn't be like looking with the intent of somebody like, okay, they're gonna drown. They're about to drown. You know what I mean? If they started to drown and I heard help or whatever the fuck, or I saw somebody floundering, I'd get off my fucking ass and go hit it.
Quit.
Don't bark. Can you tell me how much time I got before the wood?
15.
Okay, I should probably go here in a little bit. Maybe I'll smoke one more cigarette and be done. I think Pimp Monk said he's gonna send me information about 10 minutes prior, so.
This little boy probably worries you more than some people in the fucking pool.
Yep. I worry over him too much. That's because he's my baby. He's my baby. My little fuzzy butt. Smoke a cigarette. I'll smoke one more cigarette and then I'm going inside to get on the morning wood. Finish my coffee.
I think there's another cup in there if you need it.
I think I'll be okay. You go ahead though if you're feeling it. You can't have slept well last night with me fucking up and down as much as I was.
I mean, I slept okay.
Really?
I laid down way later than you.
Dude, I was up, down, up. Like every couple of hours I would wake up just feeling like shit, get up and I'd pee, wander out here to see if I could fucking get myself up and just like, nope, back to bed. Blip, blip, blip.
You didn't puke, did you?
No, I came real close. That one time when I was sitting out here with you and I was feeling nauseous, I was like seconds. If I hadn't have fucking done what I usually do when I'm feeling like I had to puke, I would have puked. Woke up last night another time and was just nauseous as fuck. And went into the bathroom thinking like, all right, so I'm prepared. Sat down on the toilet for a minute and it passed and I went back to bed.
I can only get better from here.
Yeah. Like I said, I feel better this morning, but I also felt better yesterday morning. So I think as the day goes on, I'll probably get run down again. I don't feel 100%. I feel about 70% today. 75 maybe this morning. Second dose made me puke a ton. Yeah, I was on, I don't usually throw up all that easy. Like throwing up is something that happens if I drink too much or I have a real fucking severe panic attack. Those are the two kind of like throw up triggers for me. Second vaccine shot, yeah. Had it on Sunday. And here it is Wednesday.
But you were a fucking champ on Sunday, recorded a 2-hour episode.
Yep, Sunday, fucking went, got the shot, worked, and then immediately was like, brr. All right. It's Tuesday?
Yes.
Oh. I took my Wednesday meds, but they're the same. It doesn't matter. Hope you have a good stream, Mono. Yeah, you guys make sure all 132 of you head over to the Morning Wood this morning. Give Pimp Monk some love. There's no reason not to. It's just going to be more me. You like hearing me talk shit? Head over to the Morning Wood right now. Search Pimp Monk on fucking YouTube. Get over there. Get yourself in line. Get it hyped up for Pimp Monk. Let's get him some views. Get him some love over there today. Yeah. And I'll see you guys.